Hi. I just wanted to say I'm Jamie and I'm a counselor in training at the Chicago School of Professional Psychology. Before we get started, I just wanted to let everyone know you could take a breath in with me and out, in and out. That's more for me than for you because I always get nervous before doing a video or speaking in front of people, so thanks for doing that with me. The purpose of this video is to discuss mental health counseling. What is it? Why is it important for our society? And what is needed to make counseling more effective? So what is clinical mental health counseling? I believe counseling is meant to make connections that will guide others to be successful members of our society. However, the American Counseling Association was able to come up with a definition. They are better known as the ACA, and this was in 2014, and they define it as counseling being the professional relationship that empowers diverse individuals, family, and groups to accomplish mental health, wellness, education, and career goals. It incorporates the strategies to overcome obstacles and personal challenges as well. So, this profession is at its infancy, so it continues to adapt to our society and changes in the world. In our text, The Ethical, Legal, and Professional Issues in Counseling by Remley and Hurley, it says that counseling is meant to assess and to assist and create autonomy for those who partake in its services. This is the main idea behind the wellness model as well, which is presented in our text. I believe the importance of assisting the individual, family, and group allows the professional to understand client-centered approaches and to support their own goals for change. By assisting the client in their own wellness, it does create a discussion and it's less of a dictating relationship. And then they were able to work through what their own goals are and what their needs are. The wellness model goes hand in hand also sometimes with the medical model, which is for diagnosing mental health illnesses, as well as the wellness model is not meant to be a cure for any of these mental health disorders. It is a better model for advocating for clients and helping them to grow and develop. According also to our text by Remley and Hurley on page 28, the wellness model is the goal for each person to achieve positive mental health to the degree possible, which implies that this is on a continuum as well, and it helps the clients to be more functional and develop self-actualizing with the assistance of professional counseling. And I really like how they worded to the degree possible, because everyone's degrees are different. Everyone develops differently. So it is very individualized or based on the groups that you're counseling. All right, so we're going to take a little quick break. Close your eyes and think of something that you did well today. Got it? Okay, hold that with you for the rest of the evening, because you did good today and so did other people. So we have to recognize the good goals and things we accomplished today. Now that you're smiling, let's hear about a little bit more of the importance of counseling for our society. So why is clinical mental health counseling important for our society? I believe that the positive reinforcements for people who are struggling, it can hold in our society a general positivity as a whole. It's an importance in the society, assisting clients with emotional and personal issues, and understanding, developing both issues for preventing and intervening for those in clinical mental health, and also kind of helping the clients to overcome their barriers. Staff can also help to begin to prevent future trauma or create stability within the individuals, families, and groups that they service. And this allows our society to create that sense of community and support over time that is needed, which may not have already occurred before. The recent school shootings and even suicidal deaths and other tragedies that may have resulted as of a mental health disorder or create a mental health disorder is very important to address. And according to the Waltons article that I read from 2011, why more Americans suffer from mental disorders than anyone else, it says the research shows that while we're seeking more treatment, rates have not dropped much, if at all, in recent years for depression alone. So about 10 people in America have suffered from it in the last year, which was a little while ago. So though the services are available and mental health is more visible, there does not seem to be any eradication for it. It's just being treated. Okay, we're going to take another little break. So we're going to move and shake and stretch, literally. Okay. So what is needed to make counseling effective? When I first heard this question, I thought to myself, what characteristics does the counselor need? So I wrote down patience, active listening, adaptability, passionate about helping others, education, professionalism, self-care, problem-solving skills, experience, creativity, works alone or with others, licenses and credentials, and professionalism. And so in our text by Rimley and Hurley on page 25, professional identity is the nebulous concept, but it is vital to the long-term success of a profession. And this to me means professionalism, and being a professional in counseling, you do have to take that little pride in what we are doing and what we're learning, what we're going to be acting upon, even with the American Counseling Association's Code of Ethics. Like, everything needs to be very professional, and don't cross that line. Or if you have questions about what to do, always seek supports for supervision and things like that. And what makes counseling work and what makes it effective? There was a debate in the article we were read by Goldfried and Davila on page 422, and it's trying to understand the difference between therapeutic relationships and therapeutic techniques, and what creates the best transformation for a client, or the positive change in that counseling for that client. And I did agree with Mr. Carl Rogers that in this article, the counselor-client relationships are key to progress and change. We are not isolated in our barriers and challenges, and therefore these relationships can help or hinder the process. A great professional relationship can create unconditional positive regard and empathy for the client, according to this article, and these therapeutic relationships or alliances might also be considered a technique as well. So in conclusion, I hope I was able to clear up some of your important inquiries you may have regarding this important work. Counseling is important for us as professionals, as well as for self-care, and mental health can be addressed, possible tragedies can be prevented, and assistance for everyday accomplishments, and is not something that can be cured. Thank you for watching, and make sure you give yourself an acknowledgement for making it to the end of this video, because I do appreciate your support.